Okay, so hopefully this works better because this is absolutely about to be a rant review, and hopefully you guys are okay with that because I tried to make it a short and it didn't work, so here we are. Hello and welcome to everyone who is watching the Melanin Library channel, wherever this day may have found you. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Chelsea. I'm the owner and founder, and today I'm here to talk to you about this book, Return of the Sistah Samurai by Tatiana Obey, and by extension, this book, Sistah Samurai by Tatiana Obey, because Return of the Sistah Samurai is obviously the sequel of this book. It comes out on Juneteenth. If you don't know, which I hopefully if you're on this channel, you do know that Juneteenth is on June 19th. And I am so excited about it. So, a couple of disclaimers before I start telling you about this book. One, Tatiana is a homie. She's like one of my best friends. I love her. She's fantastic. And that being said, disclaimer number two, I'm going to be as unbiased as possible giving this review. But you need to understand that disclaimer three, I am a fan of Tatiana's. I've been reading her work for a while. I've loved everything that she's ever written. But disclaimer number four, this is my honest opinion. She does not have any say on what I'm about to tell you. She's not seeing this video. If she is seeing it, she's seeing it at the same time you guys are watching it. Hi, Tatiana. And that being said, I am a harsh critic. So please understand that everything that I'm about to say is my 100% honest opinion of this book. And I'm sharing it with you guys because I want you guys to give it a chance and I want you to know about it if you've never heard about it. So, all those disclaimers out of the way, y'all need to go read this book. And I say that from the place of being a fantasy author, being a Black woman, and also being an anime nerd. If you didn't know I'm an anime nerd, I'm a huge anime nerd. That being what it is, what I love about the Sister Samurai series is that it blends all the things that are great about being Black and a woman and an anime nerd and an anime fan and Japanese culture. And it pits it into one action packed book where it's just like, yes, this is what I wanted. So, starting with the first book, Sister Samurai, it is introducing you to the world. It introduces you to the world of the Sister Samurai. It introduces you to the brother monks. It introduces you to this main character, Sister Monique, and takes you through a day in her life where, the realities and the struggles that she's facing, the things that she's had to deal with. And it is truly a journey of her making peace with some of the things that have happened in her past and how she's gotten there. And one of the things that I love is that Sister Monique, she's an older protagonist. Homegirl's in her 40s. Her knees ache. Her back is a little bit sore. And Homegirl is tired. She over it. She is not the one to play with. She's just like, not today. Not today. Not the one. Gone somewhere with that mess, right? And I love that energy because I feel like that's something that you don't get to see a lot, especially in fantasy. So many protagonists are like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They're young, right? But Sister Monique been about it. She been about it for a long time and she holds it down. And what I love is that on her journey, like I said, she has to confront some of her inner demons and outer demons at the same time because Tatiana has created this really unique magic system that I haven't seen where they use ink to fight, but it's magic ink. And I'm not even gonna try to explain it to you. Like, if you want to know more about it and how it works, absolutely read the book. And the first book is a novella, so it's really easy to get into. It's fun, it's fast, there's so much action in it, and I feel like I have to give Tatiana her props because that is something that she does extremely well. She knows how to write a fight scene. One of the cool things about Tatiana is she actually has studied martial arts, so that is absolutely incorporated into her writing, and she's also studied in Japan. Like, she has a degree in Asian studies, so I also find that to be really cool. So when I tell you that she knows what she's talking about, like the way that she's blended Black culture and Asian culture, like she knows what she's talking about. She's not just some big anime fan who was like, "Oh, I know this." Like, she's got references. She's got the background. She knows what she's doing, and I don't know how many times I could say that, but I need you guys to understand that when you read this book, she really has a talent for blending these two things and creating something that is uniquely its own and introducing it to readers in such a way that it makes sense. So, highly recommend that you start with Sister Samurai, and Return of the Sister Samurai comes out in a couple of weeks on June 19th, 2025. And y'all, I've read it. I was one of her beta readers, ARC readers. I read an early copy of it, and it's a perfect sequel. Like, I don't know how to put it other than that. It takes Sister Monique's story and it expounds on it. You see more of her world. You see her growing into this mentorship role because now there are two younger girls who want to be Sister Samurai because without spoiling anything that happens in the first book, there are reasons why the Sister Samurai are gone. And there are two young women who, started their training, but they didn't get to finish it because of what happened. And so now they're like, hey, we want to be samurai. And it follows, Sister Monique and Sister Simone, who is a character introduced in the first book. as they take these new girls, Imani and Kayla, and they go on this journey, and there's this element of found family. There's also a lot more action, but there's also consequences to actions, and you kind of see the ripple effects of decisions being made. And that's also something that personally, as a reader, I really appreciate when I see in books, because so many times I feel like, especially in fantasy, we get stakes, but those stakes don't really hold weight or consequences. But what I like about Return of the Samurai is that all of these characters are having to confront their past as they move forward. And as they're like, if we're going to do this, if we're going to be about it, like we really need to be about it, then we got to stand 10 toes down in it. And we have to make sure that we are all on the same page. And there's growth, there's love, there's twerking, there's a big fu to the patriarchy. And I will say this, if you are sensitive, right? If you are, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you're a little bit sensitive, I would not recommend this book for you. But if you are not about the patriarchy, if you're not about misogyny, if you're about Black women being free to be who they are, if you are in love with the idea of Black women having community and family and looking good and doing what they want to do and being their authentic selves and coming together and banding together and it being their story, and they're not damsels in distress, they're out here saving themselves, they're out here saving the menfolk, they're out here doing what needs to be done, and it's not falling into turning them into characters of who they could be, then I would absolutely 10,000 recommend that you pick up this book. It is so good. And if you're like, Chelsea, I ain't got no money, you can go request it at your local library. You can tell a friend about it. You can post about it. You can do so many things, because there are so many ways to support Black authors, and all of them are really, really important. And you can also do that by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment down below. You can just leave a yellow heart for the cover of Return of Sistah Samurai down in the comments. Just let me know that you watched the video all the way through. But I would absolutely like to know if you guys are into it, if you're going to pick this book up, if it's going on your TBR, like, what are your thoughts? Because I know that I love Tatiana's writing. I loved Bones to the Wind. I love Jogging Your Bones. I loved all of her short stories that she's ever written. Like, I am her fan through and through, but I'm also her friend, but I'm also an author. And from a completely 100% objective, disregarding the fact that she is my friend, I can 100,000% say that Tatiana has a grasp of the craft of writing that is refreshing to see, that I can honestly say I have not seen a lot of authors have a mastery over it the way that she does when it comes to incorporating fantasy, incorporating world building, incorporating character growth, incorporating narrative arcs. I just don't see it. And I feel like Tatiana is kind of slept on, and we need to fix that. We need to fix that. So that being said, I hope you put this book on your TBR. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you do all the things. And if you'd like to join the community, then please feel free to head over to our shop.melaninlibrary.com. You can join there. We do writing sprints. We have the DNF book club. We also have the Melanin chat over on my author channel, as well as the after chat. And you get a community of Black readers and writers that come together talking about things that we love to read, things that we see in the bookish community. We write together, we support each other, and we hold each other accountable. So if that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to join. $5 gets you in. $10 gets you into the DNF book club, and all of that goes to making sure that the Melanin Library can continue to exist and support Black authors in the best ways that we can. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.